another video from me, and today I am going to talk about internet radio. In particular, two that I want to talk about, very popular programs or services, Pandora, internet radio, and Apple Music. So I have been using Pandora for quite some time. I can't remember how many years exactly, but I've been using it for quite a while. I've used the free version, and I've also used the paid version, Pandora 1. I am still relatively new to Apple Music. I had seen a lot of the advertisements and promotional things, and just never thought much of it because I had Pandora. And I was relatively happy with Pandora. So when I started using Pandora, I was going on a lot of walks and stuff. And so it was a really good opportunity to listen to music. Musically, I listen to a lot of really old music. There's not really anything new coming out from the musicians and composers that I listen to. And if you're like me and that's your musical tastes and you're not very much into new music, then you know that it can be, at times, if you're listening to regular broadcast radio, you're like, well, I've heard all these songs an infinite amount of times, and although I like them, you may want to check out something new at some point. So when I was going on a lot of walks and stuff like that, I was walking many miles a day. I started using Pandora to find new music. A nice feature of Pandora is you can type in a song or artist or musical genre, and it will play music that is, for example, an artist. If you put in Aerosmith, it's going to play music that is within the sphere of Aerosmith. Or, if you put in Johann Sebastian Bach, it's going to have stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. That's a really good way to discover music that's similar to what you like, but maybe not just the same things over and over. And that's really handy, especially if you're not wanting to branch out very far. If you're just maybe trying to find something new and similar. Then I started just exploring new genres and things like that. Pandora is also very handy for if you happen to have maybe one artist that you like that's kind of on the fringes of your musical taste. You can put that artist in and you will get a whole bunch of interesting stuff. So thanks to Pandora, my music really kind of expanded because I did that. I would type in some of these fringe artists that are on the edge of what I would normally listen to, and it would have all kinds of new stuff that I would have never probably found otherwise. So that was really cool. For example, like if you like Tom Waits or I like Gogo Bordello, which some people may or may not be familiar with them, but I would type in artists or bands like that, and it would have all kinds of interesting stuff. Pandora, the free version, is free. That's pretty cool. It does have ads every few songs or whatever, which can get kind of annoying. But all in all, it's free, and that's pretty cool. So, and then they also say that between the paid version and the free version, I guess they say there's some kind of difference in quality. Um, I mean, I don't know. Sure, maybe there is. I really didn't notice, but I like listening to old records as well. So if it sounds kind of poppy or whatever, uh, it didn't bother me. So if you're just looking for something free, something to explore new music, it's maybe a good way to go. The paid version's $4 or $5 a month. It eliminates the commercials, which is kind of nice, especially if you're doing something where you're concentrating schoolwork or you're at the gym and you don't exactly want to be in the middle of focus thing, and then all of a sudden a loud blaring commercial pops into your ears. So the paid version for $4 or $5, I mean, you know, and you can skip through songs if you want on the paid version, which I guess maybe you can on the free. I can't remember. Um, but with Pandora, you can only, because of their licensing agreement, you can only skip so many songs before it won't let you fast forward, say if a song comes on that you don't like. So that's Pandora. Um, some of the drawbacks to Pandora, uh, you can find yourself still listening to a lot of the same songs on Pandora. If you're not actively liking and disliking songs or expanding the your stations sort of manually by adding other artists. So all in all, Pandora, both the free and the paid, good service and worth trying out. Now, Apple Music, like I say, I'm kind of a little bit newer to Apple Music. So far, I'm really impressed. I've been using Apple Music a lot. Apple Music is, obviously, as the name would imply, it's through Apple. Um, they offer like a 3-month trial, which is pretty cool. 3 months is a long time to figure out if you like something or not. And then I can't remember how much it is after that, but it is more than Pandora, if I remember correctly. Some of the nice things about Apple Music. I haven't fully explored the breadth of the service yet, but from what I gather so far, when you sign up for Apple Music, it's like having access to everything on iTunes is what I'm getting. That's pretty cool. That's basically like if you have an iPhone, now suddenly everything on iTunes is in your collection. Uh, that's pretty awesome. I mean, if you sign up for Apple Music, hypothetically, you wouldn't really ever have to buy music again. You could just listen through whatever you want that's on iTunes. It appears that you still have the ability to click the little heart button and stuff like that on the music, even though you technically haven't bought it. It appears as though you have the ability to actually store that music on your device, I believe, or something similar. They also have a radio function that is similar to Pandora. It's got some differences. I've noticed that the variety in the Apple Music radio, there seems to be a little bit more variety in terms of I'll listen to a station that I would think, I guess from using Pandora for a while, would be very homogenous in terms of the music that's on there, but there's actually a really good variety. Stuff that I wouldn't necessarily think would be on that radio station, so that's kind of cool. There's a lot more on Apple Music, I guess just by virtue of the fact that they're Apple, and with iTunes they already have probably really, really great licensing agreements with record companies and bands and stuff like that. So your access to music really expands. You can also turn on the family function or whatever, if you have other people that you want that service to be available to. So that's pretty cool. So to sum it up, Pandora has the free and the paid version. Both are pretty good, especially if you're not huge into music, but you just want something that as sort of an intro maybe or something like that. The free version is obviously free. You can't really beat free if you don't want to spend any money. The paid version is relatively cheap, $4 or $5. It's got some nice upgraded features. And then Apple Music, I believe they have that 3-month trial for anybody and everybody, and really, really great access to music with that, and they have the radio function and all that. So that's just kind of a rundown on that. I hope that's helpful to you. If you have any questions or comments or anything that I didn't address, feel free to leave them below. Check out my other videos and subscribe to the channel and click the like button, and have a good day. And we'll see you next time.